Chapter 14, Reckless. Hello, brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I am Jim, here again to bring you yet another review on the awesome and epic tale of One Piece. The last chapter, if you haven't been following all my reviews, and even if you have, I'll give you a quick recap, because I like hearing myself talk. But no, that's not really why, just in case you have not seen the last one. But in the last, in the last chapter, it left off with, with Chow Chow the dog being saved by Luffy and watching Luffy open up an absolute can of whoop ass on Mohji, Buggy the Clown's first mate, as well as his lion Richie, and he pretty much stuck his head up his own ass, and really kicked the shit out of both of them. So. Mohji, I wasn't even sure if he was alive, unconscious, what the deal was with him, but the chapter starts out and Mohji it's real comical because it starts out and Mohji is like limping back, and he's Captain, and they say, oh my God, you were defeated, and the captain is initially assuming that he was defeated by Zoro, by this great master swordsman, not this kid, right? He's still unaware of Luffy's powers, of being able to stretch out and everything. So it's comical because for like 2 pages he's limping around and he's trying to warn him, and he's like the rub, and he goes and kind of falls down and sort of passes out, and then he says, man. So the next page you got all these different guys in the crew going, oh, the rub, oh, the man, the rub man, So Buggy the Clown goes and says, he says, oh yeah, the rub man must have got him, he must have got taken out by somebody with killer rubbing techniques. And so Buggy goes, oh my God, I can't believe Mohji was defeated by a masseuse or a masseur. He goes, we can't let word get out. People won't even be scared of us anymore. And I'm sorry I was laughing so much. I had reread it again just because it was so comical to me, just the whole breakdown of it and everything. So anyway, we get a couple pages of that, and so they still don't know what's going on, because then very low, and of course nobody can hear him as everybody's now walking away and talking about the rub man and this masseuse that they better be after, that they're going to have to go after. Mohji is laying on the ground, and he says the rubber man, but nobody hears him. So at any rate, then it winds up going to and showing us Chow Chow, our hero from the last chapter, and he gets to the refugee camp where all of the townsfolk are holed up, and some of the townsfolk, are like, hey, whoa, Chow Chow, are you okay? Good, you finally came back here, bud. And they see that he's all banged up, he's wounded, and they're going to treat his wounds and everything. And then somebody goes and says, wait, hold on a second, didn't Boodle, the mayor, go out looking for Chow Chow, So one of the townsfolk says, I'll go find him. And everybody's going, hey, listen, don't be reckless. Don't worry about him. If anybody knows this town and loves this town, he does. He knows all the back ways, the alleys, where to go. He's not going to get himself caught or hurt. And then somebody goes and says, yeah, he knows this town a little bit too well, or he loves this town a little bit too much, right? So at any rate, it then goes and cuts back to our gang, our group of heroes, or whatever you'd like to call them, Nami and of course Luffy, and then the mayor, And at this point, it was kind of a neat moment, because Nami goes up to Luffy and says, hey, listen, I'm sorry. She apologizes for treating him like crap, because of his association and being a pirate, and her obviously losing somebody to pirates or whatever the case is in the past. She pretty much just hated him without getting to know him. And that's another parallel that you can equate to our own lives. How many times have you disliked somebody, guilt by association? I don't like that person just because it's the son of that person or the brother of that person, or because I heard that he did this, and you don't even really get to know the person and you pass judgment on him. So these are some of the parallels, that I see in this story, and this fictional tale can really relate to all of us in our real lives too. So I thought it was kind of neat. And basically, Luffy goes and he says, hey, listen, it's understandable. Don't worry about it. I accept your apology, but I understand that you lost somebody to pirates. I don't want to hear the story about it, whatever. I'm not going to prod you for that. So she kind of respects him for that. Anyway, the whole time over here, the mayor goes and he's getting all worked up, man, and he's going and he's taking his balls out of his, you know, purse or whatever, his man purse that he probably carries around, and he's so he's getting all worked up, and he's like, you know, this kid and a dog went and stuck up for this town, and you know, I'm tired of these damn pirates hurting everybody and bullying everybody and this and that. So he gets all worked up, and then Luffy's going, yeah, you know, go, you know, let's kick some ass. So the mayor's going, and I'm gonna go take out this Buggy the Clown. You know, I built this damn town, and you see that, you know, he built the town from the ground up. It was wilderness when they actually, you know, settled it or moved in. I think he's 40 years he's been there, and now they actually have, you know, like a legitimate town, a port town that apparently is very well traveled and that he's very proud of and doesn't want to lose. He's the mayor of the town, right? So, anyways, at that point, it then goes and flashes to the other side of town or down the street or the tavern where Buggy and all of his crew are holed up in, and you know, he says, fire one of the, you know, the Buggy Balls or whatever, and he basically goes and this thing goes and just levels, you know, half a block again, but more specifically the mayor's house. So Luffy turns, you know, the mayor's pissed. Oh man, my house. He's riled up, right? And Luffy's like, oh shit, Zoro was in there. He was resting, if you remember. The mayor took him there. I messed up when I talked in the last one. I said I wasn't sure if he went back to the refugee camp or what. He offered to take him to the refugee camp, and Zoro refused to get his wounds tended to by a doctor. Zoro refused, so the mayor just took him to his house down the street. Now, mind you, this town has been taken over by pirates for we don't know how long, days, weeks, months, whatever. The refugee camp, though, is up out of town where everybody is safe, or presumed to be safe, and out of harm's way because the pirates have just taken over the town. So at any rate, Luffy, of course, is concerned for his friend, and we're all concerned to wonder, you know, how did Zoro make it out of that one, you know? I mean, the guy's been stabbed, he lost a lot of blood. Anyway, Zoro comes and stands up out of the rubble, and he's like, oh, geez, yeah, hell of an alarm clock. And so we see Mr. Badass in all of his awesomeness, you know, I guess again, and he just kind of shakes it off, and Nami says, you know, what the hell, you were wounded, or this and that, and he goes, oh, I got better, you know, like I slept it off. So there's obviously more than meets the eye with that. We're going to find out, I'm sure, whether it's 10 or 100 chapters down the road, that Zoro has some kind of healing factor or something, because he refused medical attention, right, and said, no, I just need some rest, and he slept off like a major stab wound, okay? So there's something more there. That's my honest and professional opinion. I don't know. Most of you do. Don't tell me, though. I'd like to find out for myself. So at any rate, Buggy's getting ready to go and load up and fire a second one, and the mayor is all amped up again, man. I mean, this guy is balls to the wall. He's like, that's it, enough of this shit, you know? I am going to take out this Buggy the Clown, and, you know... So, and Nami's telling him, no, it's okay, just calm down. Everybody's just kind of saying, hey, hang back, let's formulate a plan. Don't worry about it, right? You're being reckless. And he just flips his shit, and it's like a full-page spread of his face, you know, and the exclamations around and everything. And he's like, I know I'm being reckless, I don't care, you know. And all three of them, you know, there's smaller panels below with all three of them, you know, Nami, Luffy, and Zoro, and they're all just like, whoa, we didn't know, you know, this guy had it in him, right? And he's a goofy-looking, slender guy. I told you about the curly mullet thing that he had. It looks like a mohawk on the top, kind of, and a mullet in the back. And he just doesn't look like anybody that, you know, if you need like a manicure or something, maybe you'd find him. But he doesn't look like anybody you'd be scared of. So, nonetheless, though, it wound up being a pretty good chapter, I thought. It ends with him going and, you know, with the mayor going and just kind of muscling up, and he runs off. And he goes out, Buggy's about ready to fire another shot, and he goes and he's standing outside the bar, the tavern, and he's going, Buggy the Clown, get your ass out here, that type of thing. He wants to have a standoff with him. So, like I said in the last one, I predicted the shit's starting to hit the fan, things are heating up, and I think we're going to, the last 3 or 4 chapters in the volume are going to be a wild ride. So, let me know what you think. As always, Nation, comment, like, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we will catch you in the next one. Thank you, as always, brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation, for watching. I put this up just kind of as, I suppose, a special thank you to all the subscribers. A lot of you have been very interested in my art, and this is something that I was working on for Volume 2, and I just kind of show a few transitions of me working on it, where I got reference from to draw it, and then ultimately just kind of a pimped out Instagram filtered version of it. So, hope you enjoy. Please remember to comment and subscribe, and there'll be more where this came from. See you guys.
Bye.